Hi guys, this is Mary. You're watching Cards TV. My birthday card stash is getting kind of low and I've got some birthdays coming up. So I got out the Birthday Bash cartridge and decided to make a card with a scalloped edge, and I found one on page 41. So I cut this one out right here and I cut it at 5 1/4 inches, which gave me a card with a nice little scalloped edge. I first cut it at 5 1/2, but it was a little snug in the A2 size envelope. So when I cut it at 5 1/4, it was just right. So I cut that at 5 1/4, and that's on page 41. And then I flipped over to page 42, and I found this cute little cat popping up out of a cake. So I decided to cut this cat out, and I cut it at 4 inches, and all the layers and the parts and the pieces to the cake and everything. And the reason I wanted especially to have this cake is because I had a stamp that came with my stamper from PSA Essentials, and that little stamp says, "Skip the cake, eat the icing." I thought that was really cute, and I wanted to have something with the cake, and I really like this little cat. I think he's real cute. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything together, and we're going to make the birthday card with this cute little cat coming up out of the cake. Now, as I said before, I cut this card at 5 1/4 inches, and that made the card a little bit less than 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. And I'll show you it fits perfectly inside this A2 envelope. When I made the one cut at 5 1/2, it was just a little too snug. But this one's perfect. And to make this scalloped edge show up better, I had some Martha Stewart blue ink in this cat's eye, and I just went around all the edges of the card with this light blue ink, and now you can see the edge really well. And the blue also matches the background paper I'm going to use. I have kind of a light turquoise, or maybe this is a teal, and this little mat is 3 3/4 by 5. And on top of that, I just got this birthday extravaganza paper pack. It's from the Paper Studio. My daughter and I went to the brand new Hobby Lobby that just opened in Lexington, and I found this pack and I loved it. So I had to pick that up, and I've got this striped paper, and it's got some glitter running through it. And this striped mat is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. And I'm going to layer these as the background for my little cat. And let me show you how this stamper works. I've already done one, and it says, "Skip the cake, eat the icing." I love this thing. It's got so many neat stamps. You just put it there, push down, and there you go. And I cut it out with my EK Success 1 3/4 circle punch. And then I took my 2-inch Fiskars scalloped edge punch, punched that out, and I'm going to layer this together. This is going to go on the front of my card as well. Then I went ahead and I cut out all the parts to my little kitty cat and my cake. Got to be real careful because I got 2 tiny little pieces for his ears. But I cut everything out at 4 inches. There's the background in black. Then this is a chocolate cake, of course. Love chocolate. So I've got 2 colors. I've got a medium chocolate for the background, and then the frosting is a darker chocolate, and that's going to go on there. My little cat coming up out of the top is out of this same blue as this background mat. And then I took some pink glitter paper for the decoration on the cake. And I also cut Here we go. 2 tiny little pieces that go in my kitty's ear. I don't think you can even see them, they're so tiny. But all this was cut at 4 inches. So I'm going to speed this up so it doesn't take too much time, and we're going to put this together. Here's my finished card. It was super simple, and I think it turned out really cute, and I like this scalloped edge. It just adds a little something to the card, and I think with all the pink in here, I can give this to a little girl probably. But I like the buttons on here too. But it was really simple and really quick. Thanks so much for coming by today, guys. I'll see you again really soon. Bye now.